Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Many of you guys ask me if I spank or how do I punish my kids. Today I'm going to show you how I spank them and how I punish them. Okay, I'm going to be mixing with my language. Mostly will be English because my kids speak only my language, which is Kinyarwanda. We're going to be having a meeting. Let me go in my language. Muraho neza. Abantu benshi muri mwebwe mukunda kumbaza se uhana abana bawe gute, ese ujya ukubita abana, mbese uburyo mbahana. Uno munsi rero hari icyo bakoze ngiye kubereka neza. Urabona ko n'isura yanjye ntabwo ndi guseka. I'm very mad. I'm not happy of the things you guys did. So we are going to have a meeting. Everybody will know how you guys behaved today. So Charaneza Destiny, Charaneza, I need you straight. I need to see all of you in the video. If you need Destiny, sit where Damara is. Debbie and Damara come on the couch so I can see you, Neza. Okay? Ngiye kubereka rero tuganire dukemura ikibazo. Ababyeyi benshi ibi ngiye gukora usanga batabikora, suko abana bose badakora amakosa kubera birashika n'abana, ariko iyo bakoze ikosa numva ebana hamwe namukubita cyangwa nkamuhana bikomeye, duhamagaza inama gutya tukicara. Nicyo kintu cya mbere nkora. The first thing I do every time they're in trouble or they do something that I feel like it's unacceptable or something that I don't approve of and I don't like at all, we sit down and have a meeting. This, I should give them pau pau. We call them pau pau, the spanking, chancleta in Spanish. I learned that. So it's the pau pau. When we grew up, they gave us pau pau. You don't listen or you fight, they will let you fight. Sometimes they will even give you more pau pau. At school, if you don't do good, if we didn't do good, you move a little bit so I can see your faces. If we didn't do good in school, they would give you pau pau. The teachers were allowed to give you pau pau. Did you know that in Africa? Why are you happy about it? You wish you were in school in Africa?
I heard something about
What? Don't start bringing other topics right now. I'm not even happy. We're not happy. I'm not happy about what you did. So tugiye kuganira ibyo bakoze uyu munsi. Narindi hanze nasohotse gato na Damara na Diza kubera abantu bane bari bafite swimming classes. Nari kubatwara saa 12:45 nibwo bari gutangira, nkava hano saa 12:20. Ariko ndavuga mbere yuko ngenda kubera nari ngiye koga, ndavuga reka njye mu mazi nidumbuze nkore sport gatoya, nimara ngaruke mite nabo mbatwara uko ari bane. Ngewe na Diza tujya hanze bakajya bakina hano mu nzu, biriwe bameze neza nta kibazo, ko bigeza aho numva Dani arimo avuza induru bashwana. So tugiye kwinjira mu kiganiro, muhite mufatiraho murebe n'uburyo tubikemura n'uburyo ndakara. Abantu benshi bazi ko ntarakara. So I'm going to switch back to you guys so you can understand. I was outside. I was supposed to take you to swimming classes at 6:45 and leaving here 6:20. Before that, I left you guys watching something on the TV and I went outside. Damara was waving. I could hear her in the window and you guys were playing. What happened? Because after that, I started to hear the screaming. Especially Damara, you started crying before that. I don't know why you started crying. I could hear you from outside. Why were you crying? That's the first question. Don't waste my time. Right now, I'm not happy. You take my time. You take so long to answer. You get even in more trouble. Do you hear me? Why were you crying?
The knee was pulling me.
Very loud.
I was in the room. The knee was pulling me hand.
Why are you looking there? Is there something you are looking for there? You talk and you talk to me. You look at me in my face. Why were you crying? That's the question.
The knee was pulling me hand when I was in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Then he began to come to her, so Debbie pulled him away from me.
Debbie pulled Danny away from you. Why were you screaming? You answer me. Don't waste my time. Why were you screaming? Now you're starting to make me speak things that are not. Why were you screaming? Were you dying? Was he choking you? Why were you making that noise? For me to hear the noise, you are inside, I'm hearing it all the way from outside. Why were you screaming? You couldn't use your words. Why were you screaming?
But he was.
Anagura, your nose. Danny was pulling you. I'm asking you, why were you screaming? Why?
Then he was. I was in your room, then he was pulling me.
I know you told me that. You already told me that. Why were you screaming? Are we supposed to scream when someone is pulling you? You just scream. You can't even use your words. How old are you?
What?
Are you supposed to cry when you want something or you want to communicate something? Eh? What?
No.
Go bring the tissue box on the counter in the kitchen. Danny, what happened? Why was Damara screaming? Because she mentioned you in what you are one of the reasons that she was screaming. Why? Loud. You can speak loud.
I was pulling her.
You were pulling her. Why were you pulling her?
I thought she was gonna go.
You sit straight. And you talk very loud. Sit straight, your feet down. Why were you pulling Damara?
Because I thought she was gonna go outside.
Then you tell me what happened until she cried. Why were you thought she was going outside? Why were you still pulling her when she wasn't going outside? Eh? Did I leave you in charge when I went outside? Did I tell you to watch Damara to don't come outside? Was Damara going outside just to be there by herself? Do you think I couldn't see her when she came outside and send her back in the house? Eh? What is that? You are nodding your head. What is that? What are you trying to say? When she was screaming and crying, what did you do? You answer me.
I kept pulling her.
You kept pulling her. Why were you kept pulling her even after she was crying?
I didn't pull her after she was crying.
But what you did, what did you learn from that, and what did you get from that when your sister, your own sister, was crying? What did you get from her, from that?
I thought it was bad.
You thought it was bad? Then after that, what happened?
Debbie came and pulled me away from Tamara.
You speak very loud.
Debbie came and pulled me away from Tamara.
They came and pulled you away from Damara. And what happened?
I started pulling Debbie.
Very loud. You did it. You need to own what you did. If it's bad, you own it. If it's good, own it.
I started pulling Debbie.
Debbie came to pull you off Damara because you were pulling Damara thinking that she was going outside. What did Damara tell you when you started pulling her?
She was yelling stop.
She was yelling stop, but you didn't. She's not supposed to yell. Damara, you're not supposed to yell. You're supposed to communicate and tell what you want to Danny. But still, you screamed and you didn't even tell him, I'm not going outside, let me go. You were fighting with her. Then Debbie came to tell you to stop. I'm pretty sure she used her words. Did she? So she just came to pull you away from Damara. And instead, what did you do?
I pulled Debbie.
You pulled Debbie. And what happened after that?
Binta started pulling me.
Binta was pulling you off who?
Debbie.
Off Debbie. Then what happened?
started playing Binta.
I can't hear you. You are the way you are talking. When you were screaming, I could hear you from outside, and now you can't speak very loud. What did you do when Binta came to pull you off, Debbie?
I started fighting Binta.
You started doing what?
Fighting Binta.
Fighting Binta. And what did she tell you?
Told me that she's stronger than me.
She told you she's stronger than you. Did she hit you?
No.
She just took you off Debbie. And instead, you let Debbie, you start fighting with Binta. Do you think you are very strong that you can fight with Binta? Even if I let you to fight with Binta, I put you over there. Do you think you can fight with her? Do you think if Binta wanted to give you pawpaw or to punish you, do you think she can or she cannot?
Can.
How? Because you were fighting her. And the way you were screaming, I could hear you from outside. Is that the way I'm raising you? Is that the man you want to become one day? Is that how your dad behaves? Do you want to be like your dad? Do you think you're going to be like your dad if you keep behaving that way? How? Why do you think you want to be like your dad? Eh?
Because he's smart and gentle.
Eh?
He's smart and gentle.
He's what?
He's smart and gentle.
He is smart and gentle. Your dad is smart and gentle. Gentle with who?
You?
He's gentle with me, his wife. What did I tell you before? Never do what?
Lay a hand on a girl.
Never lay a hand on a woman, a girl. If you hit Damara, I told you one time, if you hit Damara, you're gonna end up hitting Debbie, which you did today. Did you? It's like you hit her. You fought with her. If you are fighting with her, you jump to Destiny, you are already on Binta. Who is next tomorrow? Who do you think is next after Binta? Who are you going to fight with? Eh? Dani.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to fight with after Binta? Brenda. And Brenda and I think Brenda is not stronger than Binta. Brenda, you are just going to kick her and knock her down. And who's next?
You.
Me. So that's where you are heading.
No.
What is your purpose? Because I've told you never lay a hand on a woman. Starting with the byiza, Tamara, your co-student, your school mates,
Your
those
friends.
ones, and everybody, your neighbors, whether they're a girl or a boy. You don't have muscles to fight. Do you think you want to fight? I find you someone to fight with you? Stop this. Do you really want to fight? I find you something to fight with? Someone to fight with? Eh? Do you think what you did today was good? Do you know I am able to give you pawpaw? The Bible allows me. You know that? The Bible says to punish your kids. Do you know that? Do you want me to start putting my hands on you or giving you pawpaw? Because I have the kamambiri over here, the pawpaw, the chancleta. Do you want me to raise you that way? Eh? You tell me what you're thinking, starting with you, Damara. And when this was happening, Destiny, where were you? Put your legs down. Where were you and what were you doing about it?
I don't know when it happened, but I was cleaning the playroom when you told us and when you left.
And when Damara was crying, did you hear her or not? What did you do about it? Nothing. So you think as a big sister, everybody will be fighting, you just let them. If Dani was choking Damara, you are in the house like a big sister, you do nothing about it. You heard her crying, definitely, but you did nothing. Do you think that's nice? And when you heard Dani screaming at Binta,
I didn't hear him.
I could hear him from outside. So you can't say you didn't hear him. You heard everything. Did you hear Danny screaming or not? How could you not? Debbie, what happened? You tell me what happened and what you did.
I was pushing the knee away from me, away from Damara, and then he started pushing me, and then
Tamara
Binta
kuri
came.
haki mukana.
Then Binta came and she took the knee, and then the knee started hitting her, and then Destiny, she was just sitting over there, doing something on her phone. I forgot what she was doing, but then she told me to
I was
go.
in the playroom.
Listen, you don't even think to lie to me because I could hear them from outside. You can't tell me that you were in the house and you couldn't hear anything. You can't explain that to me.
But I remember when they were screaming and yelling, I wasn't. The playroom wasn't clean yet.
Mhm.
So that means we were still cleaning it, and they went. They left, and then Dani was pulling Damara.
No, we were cleaning the playroom before that happened, and then we finished, and then a few minutes later.
Where was Destiny when the Danny was screaming and fighting with you?
He was screaming and fighting with me.
When?
There was another time in the playroom we were cleaning. He was pushing me, and then not me, but he was pushing Damara and Debbie, and then I pulled him away from them, and then he started fighting me, and I was trying to hold him, and then Binta started yelling, and then
Which means you were here. With the pulling, when Binta came in, you were here.
that time they were in the room, and then
So
another time.
that time is
And
the
then they
time I
came
was
in the
swimming.
hallway.
No, you were swimming when both of those happened.
Okay, so that's another incident that happened I didn't know about. Which means he fought with you as well. You guys, if you were me, what do you think I should do at this time? Damar, you tell me what you think you did wrong, and tell me what you think you should have done. Do you hear me? Tell me what you think you did wrong and what you think you should have done. Go.
I was screaming, but I was supposed to tell Dani to. Can you please stop? But he didn't.
You were supposed to use your words and tell Dani, can you please stop pulling me? I'm not going outside. Were you going outside? Yeah?
No.
You were supposed to use your words. We don't yell in this house. Do I yell at you when I want to tell you something? Do daddy yell at you? So you guys shouldn't yell at each other. Dani, you are next. What do you think you should have done, Damara?
Use my words.
Use your words. Do you hear me? Dani, what do you think you should have done? And what are you ashamed of? Because you are the one who caused the sin right now. You should be punished. I'm still going to punish you, but you tell me what you did wrong and what you think you should have done. Hurry up. Sit, Neza. What did you do wrong?
Instead of asking Damara.
What, say I did this and this and this and this, and it wasn't wrong. It was wrong, I mean.
You pulled Damara, Debbie, and Binta, and it was wrong.
You just pulled them?
They pulled Destiny too.
Just pulling? What did you do?
Fighting with them.
Fighting with them. And doing what? How did I hear you all the way from outside?
I was screaming.
Do you have anger management or problems so I can take you in a rehab somewhere they help you? Eh? So at your age, 7.5, almost 8, you can't control and behave yourself like your age? Dani, am I raising you to be that way? Have you ever heard me even one time screaming at you the way you were screaming today? How am I with you? Am I harsh? Am I really bad with you? What do I do? Eh? You tell me. Dani, am I not gentle and nice and calm and everything to you? Don't I do those? How about your dad? Sit still. Sit over here. Put your feet down. How is your dad with you? Nice. So do you think you are showing them a good example of a brother? Do you think you are showing them of a good example of the person you are becoming? How are you going to be a good man one day if you are behaving like this? Do you think it's a good behavior for you? Are you proud of yourself right now? Should you even be fighting with Damara? Even Damara, the youngest. You, at your age, how old is Damara? She's 4.5. You are 7.5. You see that gap? But you are fighting with her, putting your hands on your sisters. Do you think that's nice? Dani, look at me. Do you think you can just do that? You fight with your sister, then you come to me, I hug you. Do you think I'm going to hug you every day knowing that you are hurting my daughter or you are fighting with another person in the house? Do you think I'm going to be proud and be happy to hug you, to call you my friend, to call you my everything? Once you do those things, you are starting to build a wall. Remember I told you guys, if you want to be friends, am I friends with you? 100%. You guys are my best friends. I tell you everything, I share everything, anything I can do for you. Daddy can do anything for you. But if you start behaving that way, you are building a wall. Every night you tell me good night before bed. In the morning you come and hug me good morning. In the middle of the day, do I call you and hug you and tell you I love you and appreciate you every time? Do I do that? I do that. But if you start behaving that way, am I going to do those things? Would you do those things if you were the parents and your kids behave the way you are behaving? Yeah? What will you do if you were the parent? Eh? You punish them, or you will stop doing all the good things you do for them. Even taking you outside, you play at the park or swim or visit your friend, everything we do it for you. Do you think you are responsible now? You can just do whatever you want? Dani, do you think you are strong? You think you are strong, you can just decide whenever you want to scream or yell in the house, you do it? And Destiny, being a big sister, how can you be in the house, everything, in few minutes? Anything that happens, you can't resolve. What is the first thing you should do? Debbie, what is the first thing you should do? Like the way he was fighting with Amara, what was the first thing you were supposed to do?
Go and ask him to stop.
You ask him to stop, but then you do what? Eh?
Go tell someone older than
Someone older than you. Did you? Instead you went to try to do you think you could have done it by yourself? Even if you were strong, you go and tell an adult to come and help you. Do you hear me? Listen, I don't want something like that to happen. I'm here or I'm outside over here and you don't come and tell me. Do you hear me? If you can't fix it yourself and tell them to stop and they are not stopping, use your words. I don't want you guys to start putting your hands on each other. Dani, this time I'm just talking. You know I can do pow. Do you know that? This time I'm just talking. I'm being the adult. I'm being very nice because you lead by what? By example. Do I give you pow? Do I give you papa when you do something like this? Yeah?
Not all the time.
Sometimes if you push me to the extent, I can give you papa. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Dani? Don't think that the tears and everything you do, you show me your face, that is gonna soften my heart. Once you start behaving like that, you are not here. I love you dearly, but the friendship, you start pushing yourself over there. You are not going to be my priority. You talk to me, I ignore you. You ask for something, I don't give it to you. You want to go play, you're gonna start missing those opportunities and all those things we do for you. It's like we're rewarding you for being a bad boy. You behave good, you get our attention. You behave bad, like right now, you're gonna start and coming hugging, mommy, good night. Or you tell me, mommy, I'm hungry. What time is it? 8:30. You need to eat dinner. Are you gonna come to me and start asking me for dinner after behaving that way? You're gonna, because you are building that wall between me and you. That's what you want. Okay? So from now on, what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna fight with them.
Uh-huh. What are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna be nice to them.
You're gonna be nice? Are you sure of that? Everybody can be nice. Right now, I'm being very nice and very patient. I could have just taken my kamambili and give you papa. Do you hear me? Because I can do that. We were raised that way. Sometimes we had papa, other kids had papa. At school, you behave bad, they give you. Those timeouts they do here, they don't do them in Africa mostly. Do you hear me? So if you push me, you keep pushing me, I don't give you guys papa. But if you push me really hard, I can start giving you papa. And once you lay your hands on your sisters and I give you papa, I'm gonna give you papa on your bottom. It's going to be red. You can't even sit. Those hands of yours, even if you play piano, I can give you papa inside here. And you can't even move your fingers. That's what you want? I'm able to do that, but I choose not to do it because I want to be nice. I want to be a good parent. So you can choose to be nice. Do you hear me? And all the fighting you do between, not only today, you and Debbie fighting with the seats, Debbie, those kind of things, I don't want to see it. Do you hear me? You should be grateful you have a brother. Your brother should be your first friend. You can't be friends with other kids. They are there, you see them, you run, you hug them. You can't even hug your own brother. When is the last time you guys hugged each other? Listen, when is the last time you hugged, except Diza, when is the last time you hugged your sister or your brother and tell them I love you?
The last time was Tamara gave me a hug.
Tamara gave you a hug. I'm asking you, when did you last give your siblings, one of them, give them a hug and tell them you love them? And here you are every night, you come, mommy, I love you. In the morning, mommy, I love you. You can't even say that to the sister that you sleep in the same bed or in the same room. Do you think that's nice? Eh? Debbie, do you think that's nice? How about the fruits of spirit? How many are there? 9 fruits of spirit. What are they? Tell me from one. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. How many of those do you guys have?
None.
What do you mean none? So you are not gentle, you are not faithful, you are not, you don't have peace, you don't have love. So all those, you guys don't have them. How can you say that you're a Christian when you don't do those? Danny, stop doing that. I need you guys to work on those. The fruits of spirit. If you can't have the fruit of spirit in this house, you can't bear fruit of spirit at school or somewhere else. I love the way you guys behave, but if you start bringing these bad behaviors, you're going to change me, you're going to change daddy. You're going to reduce my love for you. It's going to start going down like this. The way I care and the way I love you, the things I do, I'm going to start doing less. Earlier, Damara, you said you hit Byiza accidentally. Didn't you say that? Do I have accident when I hit you? Do I accidentally push you? You shouldn't have those kind of accidents. You be gentle. Isn't your name Gentle? Do you hear me? Okay. Now you think I'm gonna give you everybody 1 minute. You tell me one thing you are thinking of. Then we're gonna end the meeting. Damara, start if you wanna say something. Don't you want to say something? Okay, then start.
Instead of pulling the mud, she asked her if she was going outside.
You should have asked her, are you going outside or not? Just use your words. If she's going outside, you tell her, please don't go outside. Even if she came outside, I was there. I was going to see her and send her back in the house. There was no need for you to put your hands on your sister. Do you hear me? You keep thinking. You didn't say what I wanted you to say. Baby, say something.
That I should have been more nice, and that I shouldn't have just pulled Demara away from the name and started holding him away when I know I'm not stronger than him.
You guys are not saying what I want to hear. I should have been the one reminding you to tell me what you are supposed to tell me. Listen, your turn.
That I didn't go when I didn't go to help when they were fighting and everyone was screaming and yelling. Dad, I'm sorry.
You are sorry for what?
For acting bad.
You know, sometimes you have been Suzugura sometimes, even to your own siblings. You are really nice. I really love the way you behave. But sometimes you do slightly not nice to each other. And you are supposed to be an example. What do you think I should do right now? Am I doing the parenting really bad? Am I teaching you bad things? Am I being a bad mom for you guys to start behaving the wrong way? You tell me if there is something you feel like I'm doing bad, you tell me so I can correct myself, I can improve and be a good mom so you guys will be good kids. Is there anything you feel like I'm doing bad? You tell me.
No.
How? How? So I'm perfect?
No.
You tell me. If I'm doing something bad, tell me so I can correct myself, and that will help you to be nice to each other, nice to other people, nice to me. Is there anything? Dani, is there anything that I'm doing really bad you want me to correct?
I don't know anything.
Are you sure? How about you, Debbie? Okay, now you tell me what you want me to do as a parent for you to behave really good, or for you to start behaving good. What do you want me to do? Dani, which means I am doing my best. I wake up tired every morning. Sometimes I go to bed tired, But still, I wake up, I cook, I clean, I do everything for you. You guys help me. Everything you are helping me is me teaching you how to do things. But I still wake up. Daddy wakes up. You know how he wakes up early. You know how he sleeps late because of you guys. He's working very hard just to make you happy, to make you grow in a good way. But what are you guys repaying us? Yeah? That's not nice. How would you feel if you were me or Daddy? So you guys need to work on that. The only thing we are asking of you is to make us happy. Do you hear me, David? If you were your daddy or me, the time I wake up, don't I ask you sometime to under my feet? Or I tell you my back hurts? But do I not take you to swimming or everywhere? I do. Even after you do that, I take you. So that's what you guys want? Eh? We need to stop. You behave like a Christian. Do you hear me? You start bearing the fruits of spirit. At least before you speak, you think. Before you act, think. And be nice to each other. If you are not nice to your own sibling, you can't be nice to other people. That's fake. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay, you tell me the plan from now so we can end. From now on, what you think you want to do.
I'm sorry for fighting with you and not using my words. Please forgive me.
You answer. Whoever was it. Damara, your turn.
Sorry for screaming at you. Promise you won't do it again.
Okay.
Please forgive me.
Okay. Who's next? Debbie.
Sorry, Daddy, for pushing you away for pushing you away from the Mara and pushing you. And I'm sorry, and I won't do it again. Can you please forgive me?
Listen.
Sorry, Daddy, for not pulling you away from me instead of using my reason. I won't do it again.
Aren't you all forgetting something?
Sorry, Mommy.
Yeah. You do the hugs. Yeah. And only Destiny apologized to me. So I'm going to make up with Destiny, and that will be it.
Sorry, Mommy, for not listening to you and for not doing what you tell us to do. And I'm sorry, and I promise I won't do it again. Can you please forgive me?
I forgive you. Okay. I love you. I don't want you to be a bad daughter. I love you really much, very much. I love the way you learn. I love the way you are very calm. I love the way you go to school and you bring good grades. I love everything. But once you start bringing those small things, you start taking my love to a lower level. I don't want the bond, the secret we have, all the conversation we have, everything you come and ask me, I tell you, all the secrets I come and tell you, that bond of daughter and mother, I don't want it to end. Do you hear me? So the better you behave, the more you listen, the good example you are going to grow into a beautiful woman and a woman of God. Do you hear me? One day you are going to be a mom like me and be a good example to your kids. Do you hear me? Okay? I forgive you. You may go. Okay?
Sorry, Mom, for not listening to you. You promise it won't
You need to start using your words. You are 4, but you are not a baby. Okay? Look at me. Don't I tell you that you are very cute? Today I told you at swimming. Didn't I tell you that you are ridiculously cute? Look at your eyebrows. Show me your smile. How can you smile when you are crying? So with your cute face, remember I told you cuteness is here. Even if you are cute on your face, but if you don't act good, if you don't listen to your parents, nobody will find you cute. Do you hear me? If you're not smart, if you don't use your words, if you are not nice and gentle, your name means gentle. If you are not gentle with others, everybody will be looking at you. They will say, she's cute, but we don't want to play with her. Do you want that in life? Or do you want daddy to stop being your friend or me to stop being your friend? Do you want that? So you need to stop and start behaving really nice. You speak, you think before you speak, you listen when I tell you to do things, and you love your younger sister the way you love yourself, and start bearing fruits of spirit. Do you hear me? Okay, I love you. Okay, you go. You guys are going to buy more tissues because you're finishing my tissues.
I'm very sorry for not listening to you and not listening to you for what you tell me to not fight with the girls. And I promise I
You
won't
come
do
here.
it again.
You promise what?
I won't do it again. Will you please forgive me?
I forgive you. You are my son. Not my only son. I have other kids, but here in the house you are my only son. I don't want you. Remember I told you last time? Remember you have two sides. I don't want to see the bad side. Okay? The soft Dani that is always smiling, that with that smile of your smile. Let me see. You can't. Dani, seriously? This time you can't smile? Even for me you can't smile? Smile for you. It's okay, I can still see your gum. Let me see your gum. Okay. Look at me. I said every time I always tell you, you are handsome, you are a good boy, you are everything I could ever ask for. Everything that God was supposed to give me in a son is in you. So please, I don't want you to be mad the way you get mad easily. I don't like that. That's not making you any better. Do you hear me? I want the soft, the gentle, the smart boy that you are. Do you know you are very smart? You are smart and talented. You can do anything if you decide to stop those. And God will help you. Okay? Before you act, if you are thinking like the way you saw Damara, yeah, she's going outside. Before you go pull her, you have to think. Do you hear me? I don't want son and mother bond, the bond we have, to go down. I want us to be like this. Do you hear me? Promise me to be a good boy. You can't just be a good boy like that. God can help you. I can help you. You can work on it and be a good boy. Do you hear me? Don't try me to start giving you papa, because that will not help you with anything. Okay? To make me proud is to behave the right way. Do you promise to do that? Okay? I love you and I forgive you. Don't disappoint me. Okay? Yeah. And I still have to give you punishment. We have tomorrow will be no TV at all day. You hear me? No screen all day, 24 hours from starting today, tonight. Okay, listen, come here. Come here. Why are you crying? Listen. Why are you crying? You feel bad. You know why you are crying more than them? Because you are growing. Do you hear me? A little something small you do, you are giving a bad, what is it? A bad what? It's example wrong intention. Yeah, the intention, the wrong intention. Changa. Impression, yeah. See, I was looking for that word. Wrong impression. They will start doing the same thing. Because even a small thing, remember that the last time I was talking to you and Danny were making noise when we were learning the guitar. Do you remember that? Do you think it was a bad thing? At your age, you shouldn't be doing that. I should tell you something. Even if you are hyper, you should have self-control more than them. Do you hear me? I expect more. The more you grow, I expect you to behave more. Do you hear me? Yeah, please, I really love the way you behave. But if you start adding those small bad things, that's gonna even ruin the entire behavior or the entire thing, the bond we have together. Do you hear me? Okay, I forgive you and don't do it again, okay? And I'm gonna end the video talking to Binta. Binta, maybe I will do another video of do it, or I always have talks with Binta. Being 16 or being 15 at the age of teenager, they always have some disagreement between a kid and a teenager. It's very hard to resolve that, but I have spoken with Binta and taught her the way to cope with them. There are certain ways you can make them listen to you without having to go back and forth, because I myself never go back and forth with Binta. So having a teenager in the house, the same way I, the parent, don't fight with the teenager or have this back and forth fight, is the same way I expect a teenager, that will be Binta, that will be my brother Star, or other kids their age, to don't go back and forth with the kids. Because in the situation, if something like this happen, I don't blame the kids. Even though the kids are wrong, I come back to the adult, the adult in the situation, which is the teenager, to don't find a better solution. You can soften the heart of these kids and make them listen to you, or solve the problem in a gentle way, in a nice way. That way they are not disrespecting you, and next time it becomes easy for you to talk to them and or for them to listen to you. Let me summarize this in my language just a little bit. Twavuze mu cyongereza cyane, ariko abashoboye kumva kubera abana batavuga ikinyarwanda wenda nari kubikora mu ndimi zombi, video yaza kuba ndende. Ariko icyo isomo nashatse kubereka ni ikintu cya mbere, ni uburyo njya mpana abana. Iyo bakoze ikintu numva kindakaje cyane, hamwe nabakubita nuko njya mbigenza. Ntago njya mbakubita inkoni, sinzi icyo baba bakoze kugira ngo umuntu abakubite, cyese yakoze ibintu nyine by'amahano niho namukubita. Ariko ubundi turicara gutya, mbese uku niko kurakara kwanjye. Iyo narakaye bikagera kure, ni gutya mpana abana, turaganira. Iyo ubikoze gutya nk'umubyeyi, namwe murabizi, biragusunika ukundi kwezi badakora amakosa, bakongera agakora yandi, mukongera mugakora inama, imitima igashenjagurika, ikameneka, bakavuga, ukongera ukabahana, biba bigusunitse gutyo. Utiriwe ukoresha inkoni, udakoresha inkonji, murabizi ababyeyi mujya muhereza abana inkonji. Utabanyora ibinyunguti, suko mbinaniye ariko nabikora, ariko nahisemo kubavugisha. Iyo bavugishije gutya urabahanye, ariko nanone ubahaye amasomo atuma ubutaha bazitwara neza. So please ababyeyi, umwana nakora ikosa ntukamukubite gusa, ntukamutoteze. Wenda ari wabona ko ndi kubahana gutya, kurira kwabo nukuvuga ko imitima yabo yamenetse. Mfite umwe nyine wamubonye, umwe warunyegereye, biragoye kugira ngo umene umutima wiwe. Ariko abana bawe urabamenya, nk'abanjye ndabazi kubera ko ndabahanisha amagambo gusa, ukaganira nabo ukabigisha. N'ubu mbabwira ngo TV ntawe bareba, wenda ejo ndabareka bayirebe, cyangwa unabagurire n'akantu n'ibiki. Urukundo rw'umubyeyi n'abana ntago rushira nubwo bakora amakosa angana gute. Niko n'Imana itubabarira turakora amakosa buri munsi tugasubira mu byaha tukayibabaza, ariko urukundo rwayo ntirushira, iratubabarira iminsi yose ikongera ikadukunda nubwo twakora amakosa gute. Imana urukundo ntirushira. Rero Imana yaduhaye kuba ababyeyi. Iyo uri umubyeyi mwiza ukunda abana bawe ukabigisha. So nizere ko abumva icyongereza byibura mwarebye cyangwa mwagize icyo mwiga. Niba wari umubyeyi uhana abana nabi physically, ubakubita, ubanyura ibinyunguti, ukubita inkonji, cyangwa kubahanisha kubima ibiryo, bene ibyo, tugende twihane twikosore. Iyo rero uhana umwana, njya nkunda kubivuga, uburyo wowe umubyeyi witwara bigaragaza ko wowe ukuze uri mature cyangwa uri umwana. Ibi ngibi rero nibwo buryo bw'umuntu uri mature bwo guhana umwana. Umwigisha, umuhane ukoresheje byibura amagambo, ariko umukosore biraba bigusunitse iminsi ngahe. Murakoze. Hari abantu bigeze kumbaza nyine ngo ujye ukubita abana cyangwa ni gute uhana abana. Ubu iki bakoze, umuhungu yarimo avuza induru stop, yavuga cyane, kandi ibyo bintu mu nzu yanjye ntibishobora kuba. Iyo bibaye kiba ari ikintu nikizira, baba bakoze amakosa. Niyo mpamvu twicaye tukavuga, ukabashenjagura imitima gutya, ariko nanone ukabashepinga, ukabagorora, ukabaha umurongo, hamwe n'amasengesho, hamwe n'urukundo. Nyuma y'ahandi abahobera, nta munsi ushira ntabahobeye, ntabahaye urukundo, ntababwiye umwe umwe ku giti cye, ntamubwiye ko mukunda. So bigenda biza uko bagenda bazamuka, niko bagenda nyine n'abana mu byumve bazahora bakora udukosa, kamwe umwe agakora kano gutyo, ariko byibura iyo bakoze nk'akantu ubona nyine kakurenze gukosora, turicara tugakora inama. Murakoze. Imana ibahe umugisha, mukomeze muba ababyeyi beza. Kurera ni akazi katoroshe, ariko Imana yarabiduhaye, yaduhaye n'ubushobozi n'ubumenyi bw'uburyo twabahana kandi tukabarerana urukundo, sibyo? Murakoze. Tuzasubira ubutaha. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't, and share the video with the other parents. I hope all the parents we behave this way. At least this is how I punish my kids, and I teach them the right way. At least I'm not just yelling at them, and I'm trying to shape them in good future men and women of God. So God bless you for doing the parenting. It's not easy, it's very hard, but they are just kids. They behave, sometimes they behave good, sometimes bad, but we're here as parents to shape them, representing God to be good examples to the kids, and shaping them to be men and women of God. God bless you. Subscribe, share the video with other parents so we can all do this parenting in love. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Bye.